So I've been getting a lot of questions about Air Force Ones.
How do you keep them from creasing? How do you lace them? What's all the right things to do?
Well, today we're gonna be talking about 10 different ways on how to lace your Air Force Ones. Welcome back to the channel. What's up with you guys? How you doing? How you been? If you did not know, my name is DJ and this is the DNA Show. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the like button. That helps the algorithm oh so much. I appreciate that from you guys. Now today, let's get right on topic and let's start with style number 1 on how to lace your all-white Air Force Ones. We're gonna go with factory lace for style number 1, and literally this is the factory lace. So you're gonna take the lace, pull it out right here, and then loosen it just a little bit, and here you have the factory lace. Obviously it's very simple, it's very quick, it's very easy, but it's also clean and a lot of people like it this way. How do you feel about that? Is that your style? Is it not? I don't know. We got 10 different ones. So drop comments down below as we go and let me know what you guys are thinking about these lace styles. Let's take it into lace style number 2. So since we have the shoe already tied up, this is gonna be a very easy one as well. What we're gonna do is unlace the factory lace here, loosen it up just a little bit so your foot can fit up in there. And then we're gonna tie typical classic bow tie knot. Everybody should know how to tie their shoes by now. I mean, you're kind of old, bro. If you don't know how to tie your shoes, I think it's a problem. We're gonna have to get you some help. I mean, if I need to help you, I'll help you, but I'm just saying. Here you have it, the bow tie, regular, classic, another very vintage look when it comes to rocking your all-white Air Force Ones. Some people like to keep it here on the second hole, and some people like to keep it here on the first hole. I think that's another preference thing. That's up to you to decide. Okay, so for our next look, I like to call this the inside out look. Me personally, I never do it because I'm too lazy to do it, but we doing it here today for the video. So what you want to do is start from the bottom here like your classic lacing, and then now instead of going underneath right here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over top. So we always want to start with the inside part of the foot as the tuck side and the outside part of the foot as the overside. So what I mean by that is we want to take this one and always lead first with the inside part of the foot, and then we're gonna go over here. So what you want to do is make sure that's always like this every single time that you do it, because then it'll be in unison all the way up the foot. And me personally, I always like to skip this little loophole here, right here, that you can weave through. I never really like putting it in there, but that's another preference thing. And then once we get to the top hole that we want to finish at, either here or here, what we're going to do on this one, instead of going over the top, we're going to come back underneath like the classic style. And then we're gonna loop through because we're gonna need to tie the laces this way. So then what we're gonna wanna do is loosen the shoe a little bit so that we can make sure that our foot can get inside of there. Tie our classic bow tie again. And then here you have it. Now there's two different types of people. People that wear their shoes tight. Well, I guess there's 3 different types of people. People that wear their shoes tight. People that wear their shoes extra tight. Bruh, if you see somebody walking around with their shoes like that, just unlace them for them, take care of them, get them right, because that is just not the way to go. And then the third person, where the person just wears their shoe where it's unlaced, no ties, just slide in, slide out. All right, let's make it to the next one. So this one, we're gonna unlace the shoe and we're gonna keep that overlacing like we have it. And then what we're gonna do now is loosen it up real good. And we're just literally gonna let the lace stick out on the end right here. Anywhere from like about 1 inch, 2 inches maybe. Keep loosening as we work our way down the foot. Make sure we get that bottom one, because now you can just slip your foot literally right in and right out. Have one more look in this style, and then we can take it to the loose under look. So now that we have the shoe super loose, super ready to go, what we're gonna do is unlace the top hole right here. What you're gonna do is tie a bow, and now you have a loose yet tied look at the same time. And you got to take it down to that second row, because if you go all the way to the top, it's gonna take up too much lace and then it's just gonna be too hard. So what do you guys think about this style? I feel like it's solid, but again, I'm just not a fan of the overlook. So now let's take it to some of my favorite styles, the underlook. Okay, so we're gonna start back from scratch here again, and we're gonna go to that classic factory lace style. So we always wanna start with the inside of the foot first. We're gonna go underneath this time instead of over. Make sure that lace is flat, and then we're gonna go underneath again. And every time you go towards the inside of the foot, remember that one always follows. So now just know I've already used this one. It's gonna loop back over to the top. And that's how you kind of stay consistent with that, because you want to make sure that these laces are always consistent. Some people like it extremely loose, and some people like it pretty loose. Me, I like it pretty loose, so I always kind of go to the top one here. So we're gonna go to the top, and then we're gonna leave a little bit of space here for the lace to hang out on the side. And then again, we're gonna do the same thing over here. Leave about 1 inch or 2 inches hanging off the side. Some people even like to tie the shoe into a knot like this and let it hang, so that way it never falls through. But I think it looks kind of weird because then it makes the laces stick out sideways. And you see how this one's sticking out and this one's just drooping down. I kind of like the droop down look, but again, this is all preference. I'm just giving you guys different options so you guys can make your decision on how you want to rock your shoes. Start loosening up the shoe. Okay, now you see how I loosened it up and it's kind of like sticking out too much on here and not here. So what we want to do is just tighten it back up here from the top, so that way we can make it pretty even. And then once you get it on your foot, it'll definitely fit to your foot a little bit better as well. I got a couple more looks for you guys, so stick around. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit that like button, because you know, like I said before, that stuff helps the algorithm. Okay, so now what we have is this loose look. We're gonna take it down to the second hole, and then we're gonna tie a tie. So there is another look for you. These are not typical lace styles that's coming up next, so make sure you guys stay around, because I wouldn't do this, but I mean, hey, people like to do it, so we got to show you, right? Let's take it into the bar laces. Now we're gonna keep this classic look right here, and then what we're gonna do is now we're gonna skip the opposite hole each time, and we're gonna make the bar laces. This is not the bars that I'm talking about, like when you rap it and you got bars. Nah, not none of them bars. Trust me, these ain't none of those. We already pulled it through, and now we're gonna go from the bottom and pull out here. So we're gonna stay on the same side that we started with. Left side, inside of the foot, whatever you want to call it. And we're gonna go through the second hole from the bottom. So you can see it's still disappeared, invisible, whatever you like to call it. And now we're gonna take this first one and we're gonna go across to that second hole here and pull through. So now, as you can see, if I pull this lace back right here, I got a bar. I got 2 bars right here. We need to write 16 of them though, right? Oh, damn, I ain't got no bars. Okay, now for the other side, we're gonna go through the second hole like we did already, and then we're gonna lace through the same second hole on the other side of the foot. Now you have your third bar that's coming across the foot. On this side of the foot, continue on this side of the foot every time. And then this one is gonna go up 2 holes. We're gonna skip a hole again like we did last time. Bang. And then we're gonna go through the top of the 4th hole. And you're kind of seeing the pattern here. I don't know if I'm saying it right because there's so many holes and angles and all these different things. You're gonna have a lot of excess lace left. That's all I'm saying. That's why I'm not really a fan of this. But I mean, it is what it is. It's a pretty tight look, I would say. And then you can pull it and make a dead stock knot. If you haven't seen a dead stock knot or the tutorial or anything like that, go check that out. Then stick it inside the shoe. Basically, it's gonna look like this, and you're gonna have this bar look. So I'll show you this on foot, and I'll be right back at you with 2 more looks. I like to call this one a skipped hole with the big bunny ears look. I don't really like it, but hey, people be rocking it, so I gotta show you, right? So what we're gonna do is start with the inside lace, and we're gonna go through the 3rd hole here, and we are going to make sure that we skip a hole every time. So as you can see, we are at the top now, and we skip the hole every time. Again, I'm just not a big fan of this, but look at all this lace that's left, bro. It's just too much. And you're gonna make these laces really, really loose. And then we're gonna tie a big tie. We're just gonna kind of let it all droop over right here. Very, very chill vibe when it comes to these ones. Okay, on to the last look. We're gonna go with the overlook this time, not the underlook, and then we're going to work our way over. But this time, all this time. We're only gonna go up like 3 or 4 holes. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start loosening it like an insane amount. So like we're gonna try to keep it even as we get to right here, and then we're gonna tie a fairly small size bow. We're gonna tighten that down, let them go, let them be free. And then we're gonna kind of just like layer the laces on top of each other. And the tongue is just like way out here like this, just like basically your foot should just slide in here with the biggest of ease. Pause again. Thank you guys for watching. What style is your favorite? If you have any more comments, questions, or concerns, please let me know in the comment section. And again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join the family, join the DNA fam. We're gonna be talking about some stocks, some investments, and some cool stuff this year. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Start stacking your dough, saving your cash, because it's time that we make that next step forward in life and really make those big moves. Not just me, but all of us, you too. So let's get it. All right, my name is DJ. I'm signing out. I'm gone. Deuces. Peace.